is News 3 Now at 6.
And thanks for joining us. First tonight, President Trump is on his way back east after stopping in Wisconsin today. He visited Oshkosh on the same day the Democratic National Convention started in Milwaukee.
The president spoke at Whitman Airport this afternoon, and our political reporter Amy Reed was there for the speech and long before it, and she's live in Oshkosh. Amy, did the president stick to his script?
Well, the signs on either side of the stage led us to think that he was going to focus on jobs and the economy. He ended up talking not just about his record, but Joe Biden's on job and the economy. He talked about the tax cut Republicans passed in 2017, and he said the United States had the best economy before the coronavirus. He did speak for an hour and went beyond the economy, claiming inaccurately the United States coronavirus numbers are better than almost all other countries. He said this is the most important election ever, even more so than 2016, and he encouraged his supporters to vote absentee or in person.
So we have to win the election. We can't play games. Get out and vote. Do those beautiful absentee ballots, or just make sure your vote gets counted. Make sure, because the only way we're going to lose this election is if the election is rigged.
Trump spent a lot of time setting himself up as the law and order candidate. He said that all the sheriffs in Florida endorsed him, which the largest police union in Florida did do. This campaign rally comes at the start of the Democratic National Convention, and in this speech, Trump confirmed that he's going to accept the nomination with his speech at the Republican National Convention from the White House, which the ethics office said was permitted under the Hatch Act.
Amy Reed reporting tonight. Amy, thank you.
Ahead of the president's visit today, U.S. Senator Tammy Baldwin of Wisconsin joined union leaders and a small business owner to condemn the president's response to the pandemic. Senator Baldwin says the Trump administration is diverting needed supplies from Wisconsin.
If the president wanted to make himself useful on this visit to Wisconsin, he should actually be delivering the PPE and testing supplies that were promised to our state. I've heard from constituents throughout this state, healthcare workers, grocers, public transportation officials, and others who are literally risking their health and their lives and the health of their families because this president refuses to act.
The president's pandemic response has become a focus of the Democratic National Convention that kicked off today. Maddie O'Neill shares a quick recap and what we can expect tonight. Maddie?
Well, this convention certainly looks a lot different than what we were planning for at the start of this year. Instead of thousands of people gathered here in Wisconsin and the usual fanfare, speakers will be giving speeches virtually from places throughout the country. This morning, we heard from campaign leaders and elected officials at a Welcome to Wisconsin breakfast held over Zoom. While many expressed some disappointment at not being able to hold the convention in person, speakers, including Governor Tony Evers, spoke about the importance of public health and safety.
Joe Biden understands what it takes to lead a country in crisis. The pandemic underscores the urgency of this election and the need for responsible, I'll say that again, responsible elected officials. Our opponents will prioritize politics and power over the health and safety of our people.
Tonight's theme is We the People, with Senator Bernie Sanders and former First Lady Michelle Obama headlining. Republican former Governor John Kasich is expected to speak tonight as well. Now, we expect tonight's speeches to focus on the pandemic, the struggling economy that comes with that, and racial justice and policing. We will have coverage of the Democratic National Convention right here on News 3 Now from 9 until 10 this evening, as well as during News 3 Now at 10.
Pre-coronavirus, plans for the DNC forecasted 50,000 visitors to Milwaukee. The battleground state of Wisconsin would have seen a $200 million impact from those visitors if the event went as planned. The Wisconsin Restaurant Association was planning for that influx starting back in March of 2019. The association will advocate for the convention to return to Milwaukee in 2024. The Democratic National Convention Committee is donating more than 75 laptops to Milwaukee Public Schools for the upcoming school year. Milwaukee Mayor Tom Barrett says he hopes the donation will make the virtual start to the year smoother for students. CEO of the Milwaukee Host Committee says their greatest responsibility is to their neighbors and that the donation allows them to give back to the future of Milwaukee. The committee also donated computer monitors, accessories, and office supplies to the district.
Well, continuing coverage of the Democratic National Convention tonight on News 3 Now at 10 and through Thursday night when Joe Biden will accept his party's nomination from his home state of Delaware. Let's get a look at your first warn forecast now. Here's meteorologist Dana Fulton. Dana?
A really pleasant afternoon and a pleasant evening continuing on for us. A lot of sunshine today, and if you're a fan of this summery stretch, know that it's just going to continue on through the week. Here's a live look right now with our Edgewater Skycam. Just a few clouds in the sky with temperatures close to 80 degrees and a light breeze from the northwest. So again, a very comfortable evening. Our Doppler track is quiet. We did have a few isolated showers pass through early this morning. But the afternoon and evening quiet. Overnight, mostly clear with temps dropping to the 50s again. Sunshine tomorrow and back to the upper 70s with our afternoon highs. Again, the trend's going to continue on for much of the week, but there is a small rain chance towards the weekend. We'll take a closer look at your 10-day in just a few minutes.
Police say one person was shot on the city's north side overnight, but they are expected to survive. This happened just south of Warner Park before 11 o'clock last night. As officers responded, a 36-year-old man showed up at someone's doorstep about a mile away, saying they were shot. He was taken to the hospital. Police are looking for a suspect. Madison police recovered a shell casing this morning as they responded to a shots fired report on the east side. Officers responded to Atwood and South Fair Oaks Avenues near Old Brick Botanical Gardens before noon today. Witnesses reported seeing a dark-colored Jeep driving away from the area. No injuries or property damage were reported.
Dane County is committed to doing more to prevent gun violence in the future with the recent uptick in gun violence. County Exec Joe Parisi said there needs to be some immediate and long-term action. Jamie Perez spoke with him today and has more on what the county is doing now. Jamie?
Right, well, the county has a couple of things in the work this year on the preventative side of things to make sure that gun violence does not continue into our future. Now, the first of those is a neighborhood intervention program where staff members are working with juveniles, and this year they added a staff member to work with them after they turn 18. They're also currently working on providing more mental health support staff to work out of neighborhood centers. Now, Joe Parisi said that gun violence has been on the rise, but after an 11-year-old girl was senselessly killed in an act of gun violence last week, he said we need immediate action.
Everyone has a gun now. There is so much easy access. There are more guns than there are people. So while we can't solve that overnight, that also has to be a piece of this. We have to have, swift and certain consequences for people who commit violence. We need to work on the root causes of violence and get in and do community building and try to get out ahead of it. And we need our partners on the federal and state level to come and help us with this also.
Parisi said the county currently invests millions of dollars annually to get in front of issues like this, and he said going forward, this really is a team effort, and the city, community, and police all need to complement one another on the efforts we're making to make this effort successful. Now, when it comes time to review the yearly budget, he said he is committed to doing whatever it takes financially in order to get the gun violence from happening on our streets.
Jamie Perez live tonight. Jamie, thank you. Bond set at $1 million for the man accused of trying to kill a Kenosha police officer. 29-year-old Jonathan Massey, charged with attempted first-degree homicide. He's accused of shooting Officer Justin Pruitt earlier this month while he was checking on a report of someone breaking into a vehicle. The two exchanged gunfire. Massey was arrested last week in Indiana. He had a gunshot wound to his abdomen. Prosecutors said he sought treatment from a friend rather than going to a hospital.
An update to our coronavirus data. State and county health officials confirm more than 630 new cases today. It's a decline from yesterday's 655. More than 66,000 cases have been confirmed in Wisconsin, and about 13% of those remain active. The positivity rate dropped by more than 3.5 percentage points today. 7.6% of new tests came back positive. The 7-day average sits around 7.4%. Beloit's new Amazon fulfillment center is open for business. The company welcomed new employees to the facility yesterday on the first day of operations. Amazon hired more than 500 full-time workers for the new facility that will pack and ship large items. There are still available positions. You can apply online at amazondelivers.jobs.
Next at 6, residents across Iowa are working together now to clean up the damage left behind from last week's powerful derecho. The governor hopes the federal government can step in and help. That's just ahead.
At Papa Murphy's, we need seriously, chop seriously, and shred seriously. Because we're serious about Tuesdays, even if you're not. Every Tuesday, get a large pizza for just $10. Papa Murphy's. Change the way you pizza.
Update your bathroom with Delta faucets at Menards. An Aubrey 2-handle faucet has an attractive design and will brighten any space in your home. Pick one up today for $59.99 after 11% rebate. Provide clean and refreshing environments by using Dampered's fragrance-free moisture absorber refill container. It's capable of replenishing all refillable Dampered products. Pick one up for $8.45 after 11% rebate. Start saving right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Come in today for Rubens' annual leather event. Rubens has received generous discounts from all our fine leather suppliers. Natuzzi, American Leather, and many other manufacturers have allowed Rubens to give you up to 10% off on all leather furniture. Rubens' downtown store and Westside store have many pieces that are available for immediate delivery. Remember, all interior design services are complimentary. Stop into either Rubens today for our leather event.
Let me introduce me. Here I come. Yeah.
Cuts, colors, braids, and fades. We stand for style. Cost Cutter Salons.
#1 in color in Wisconsin.
The Ford Summer Sales Event is here with great offers on a huge selection, like 0% APR financing for 72 months across the Ford lineup. And get peace of mind with the Ford Promise. It's summer, so grab the family and head out. It's easier now during the Ford Summer Sales Event. Right now, get 0% APR financing for 72 months, plus the peace of mind of the Ford Promise. See your local Ford dealer today.
Watching News 3 Now at 6.
Welcome back. Today marks 1 week after a rare derecho storm tore through Iowa with 100-mile-per-hour winds. The storm caused widespread and significant damage. Multiple people have died.
You take a picture of that tree, and then you turn around, and there's a tree that's twice as big that has split over there. And photographs can't do it justice. I mean, everywhere you look is more destruction. It's overwhelming.
President has approved a disaster declaration for the state. He will visit Cedar Rapids tomorrow to tour storm damage and meet with Governor Kim Reynolds to discuss a response plan. A major concern still is returning power to tens of thousands of people. At one point, that number was almost 600,000 people. On Thursday, the Iowa National Guard deployed 100 members to help convoys of electricians.
Dane County is making its biggest effort this year to protect land and reduce flooding potential. It's where the Badger Creek Mill meets the Sugar River. The goal is to provide water resources, recreational areas, and to help prevent flooding in the future. Existing croplands will be converted to prairie space, which will reduce runoff into streams by 70%.
Madison Central Business Improvement District is launching a new fund to help downtown businesses. The Downtown Madison Fund was created to help shops impacted by civil unrest earlier this summer. There's a fundraising goal of $300,000 to help businesses with repairs and job preservation, and also work to build an equitable and inclusive State Street. Details about the grant process haven't been announced just yet.
Still ahead at 6 o'clock, county health officials are notifying people who attended a school registration event in Reedsburg about the possible spread of COVID-19. How they're reaching out just ahead. And a beautiful week ahead with plenty of sunshine. Dana will have your complete First Warn forecast.
My dog wants a yard.
Love it.
And another dog.
Have you looked at houses yet?
Not yet.
But that's good. I learned from Summit that it's better to start with a pre-approval anyway.
Right. Yeah. You can decide how much you're comfortable paying each month and then back into your price range.
Oh, and start putting the difference between your rent and your future mortgage into savings.
With Summit Credit Union, you might be more ready than you think.
I think it's great. Summit helps people build confidence and knowledge to move forward. It's your money. Own it. Summit Credit Union.
You don't just wear jeans, you live and work in jeans, and you want them at prices you can afford. Right now at Blaine's Farm and Fleet, all jeans are on sale. Get unbeatable deals on top brands of denim, workwear, and more. Like these special buy men's Lee jeans, just $19.99 while supplies last. Get 30% off all women's silver jeans. Men's Rustler jeans are only $12.99. Plus, don't miss our tool trade-in event to get special trade-in savings on select new tools.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
We're seeing it again. The virus spreading out of control. The president once again failing to act. Joe Biden knows we need to listen to medical experts and take action now. That starts by expanding testing, calling for mask mandates nationwide starting immediately, and producing more protective gear here at home. Fighting this virus and rebuilding our economy will take a president who's ready to lead.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Great decision on your new windows. Buy one, get one won't last long.
Have you always been so passionate about windows?
Felco's buy one, get one free windows is totally rad. Felco's energy-efficient windows are a must in every home. So hurry, call now.
You could say that.
Buy one window, get one free, and get no interest for 1 year.
Buy one, get one free, and soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Felco.
The Department of Workforce Development released new unemployment data showing there were more than 14,000 new applications filed just last week. Since March 15th, more than 490,000 claimants have been paid more than $3.42 billion, about 77% of that total. More than 5 million claims have been paid.
Sauk County health officials say there was a possible exposure of COVID-19 at a district-wide school event at Reedsburg Area High School on Tuesday.
Our Gabriella Becerra shares how the district is responding and what it means for the school year.
One person tested positive for COVID-19 after attending a registration event with the school district of Reedsburg. Now, health officials say the person wasn't symptomatic at the time, but could have been infectious. While enrolling a son into 4K and a daughter in special education programs in the school district of Reedsburg, Sarah Lemke says she felt safe at the registration event.
It was very busy. Everybody had masks on. It was required. They had, hand sanitizer stations throughout.
But Lemke says she still has lots of questions about the school year.
I don't think everything will go smoothly. I think we'll have to kind of see what happens. I think a lot of parents don't know what's going to happen, if school's going to close, what's going to happen, if somebody does test positive.
District Administrator Tom Benson says situations down the line will be handled similarly to this one.
We're doing everything possible to communicate to anybody and everybody who might have participated in that day that this event happened and that they should monitor their potential symptoms and seek medical assistance if should any of those symptoms develop.
And the district will depend on partnerships with public health and other districts to get through this learning process.
No matter how hard you work and how dedicated you are to your plan, there's always the potential that some kind of a wrench gets thrown into that, and you just have to, do the best you can.
Health officials say the chance of others becoming infected from this possible exposure is low, but they recommend that anybody who was there between 9:15 and 10:30 a.m. on Tuesday to watch for symptoms. In Reedsburg, I'm Gabriella Becerra, News 3 Now.
Sauk County health officials told News 3 Now that the school district of Reedsburg took the proper precautions in preventing COVID-19, but with any event, there's no guarantee that spread won't occur. Officials said the district also took proper measures in communicating that exposure to families. Sauk County is opening a test site in Reedsburg on Thursday for those who wish to get tested.
New at 6, a Beloit Parks and Recreation Department staff member spotted a cougar today. This was at Big Hill Park. The Parks Department posted a warning on Facebook this morning and said the employee reported the sighting to the DNR. Anyone who sees a cougar is asked to fill out the DNR's large mammal observation form online to help track the large cat's presence throughout the state. And here's meteorologist Dana Fulton with a look at our work week forecast.
The work week is going to continue on with much of the same. Our temperatures stay seasonably warm, very close to average for our afternoon highs and for our overnight lows. We stay dry for much of the week. It's not until late Friday night and into Saturday that the chance for showers and thunderstorms will develop again. Overnight, mostly clear skies. The clear sky allows our temperature to drop right on down to the 50s. Areas north of the Dells might be dropping to the upper 40s for overnight lows to start Tuesday. Tuesday afternoon in the upper 70s with sunny skies. We stay clear overnight into Wednesday morning. Temperatures yet again in the 50s for those overnight lows, and then afternoon highs will be near 80 degrees, which is right where we should be for the middle of August. Our next rain chance really holds off until the weekend, and we'll take a broader look here at Friday morning. We start the day off nice and dry and sunny, but at night the rain starts to develop mainly after midnight into Saturday, and for Saturday afternoon we will have the chance for showers and thunderstorms moving through. It does seem like this is just a one-day event on Saturday. It will dry up overnight heading into Sunday, so the second half of our weekend will be back to the clear sky and the mild temperatures. A little bit of rain, not really a bad thing for us right now. It's a little dry outside, starting to get abnormally dry around the La Crosse area, so it's getting picked up on the drought monitor. Areas to the west, a little higher on that drought scale. Much of western Iowa considered in a drought right now, and off to the west in Colorado and the western part of the Dakotas, we're seeing that drought scale getting ramped up. So rain passing through will help be good news for the crops. Of course, our grass looking a little green right now, but a lot of folks right now could use just a little bit of rainfall. Our dry trend continues as we look 6 to 10 days out. Very likely we'll be trending below average with our precipitation. For our temperature trend, not really swinging one way or the other. Much of the warmer trend stays off to the west. 77 the high for tomorrow, so very pleasant outside and mostly sunny. We'll be back close to 80 degrees for much of the rest of the week. Very similar to today. Partly sunny for Wednesday and Thursday. By Friday, temperatures in the low 80s with that rain chance developing overnight into Saturday. Again, the rain really just a first half of the weekend event. The second half of the weekend on Sunday, mostly sunny. Another chance for showers on Monday in the afternoon. But the rest of next week does look like that dry trend is going to continue on with partly sunny skies for Tuesday, Wednesday, and for Thursday. That's a quick look at your forecast.
And coming up in sports, it was day 2 of training camp in Green Bay. Why year 2 is a whole lot more fun for Matt LaFleur than year 1. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Whatever your water worry, Culligan Water can help. From value-priced softeners to the world's best and even salt-free. No one has more solutions than Culligan to customize the best filtration for your home. The only water that comes with a van. Contact Culligan, the local water experts.
What do you think of when you hear custom built in the USA? Superior quality? Skilled craftsmanship? Built to last? At Renewal by Andersen, our windows are custom built in the USA. That's something each and every one of us is proud of. We're proud of what we do, and we're proud of where we do it. Renewal by Andersen, the better way to a better window.
Arby's 2 for $6 everyday value menu is here. Choose from a crispy chicken sandwich, a gyro, and a beef and cheddar. Any 2 for only $6 every day. Tell your friends, tell your family, yell it from the rooftops, baby. Call that guy who still owes you $6. Arby's, we have the meat.
We're seeing it again. The virus spreading out of control. The president once again failing to act. Joe Biden knows we need to listen to medical experts and take action now. That starts by expanding testing, calling for mask mandates nationwide, starting immediately, and producing more protective gear here at home. Fighting this virus and rebuilding our economy will take a president who's ready to lead.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Rocket drive block? Russia pole crush? Jam a grand slam? Drunk? Drunk? That'd be insane. Rollin' that? Rollin' this? Roll together? Drunk? That would be super insane. Hey, all you ladies and guys. Drive sober on the road. No matter how many wheels you roll.
We're using movement as a means to educate.
How can students schooling at home this fall also work in some physical education? We'll have ideas for parents and kids to get bodies moving and help build positive social skills as well on the next News 3 Now this morning.
Last year at this time, Packers head coach Matt LaFleur wasn't able to do much. He had a walking boot on after carrying his Achilles. This year, he's back on 2 feet during training camp, and even though that left calf muscle isn't up to his standards or A.J. Dillon's, 2 days into camp, LaFleur has already been more hands-on, throwing to the DBs and warming up with Aaron Jones, which makes year 2 for the head coach way more fun.
That's why you get into coaching, you know, to those relationships and to teach with your guys, being out on the grass. And obviously when you're able to move around, it makes it a lot easier and a lot more fun. So I'm just really glad that, you know, we've got a great doctor here in Green Bay.
The Bucs are under 24 hours away from tipping off their first-round playoff matchup against the Magic. Now, last year, Milwaukee took care of Detroit in the first round in 4 games. And even though the Bucs swept the Magic this season in the regular season, they know nothing is a guarantee in the playoffs, especially in this year's bubble.
This is kind of brand new. We can't just expect we're going to walk in and sweep this team because we swept in 1-8 last year. It's a whole new season. It's a whole, you know, different type of game being played with the atmosphere and the home court advantage and whatnot. So we just got to be prepared to do us.
We're a pretty self-motivated team. We know what our goal is. Everyone's bought in, and so we know we're here to do a job. I think everyone's very excited to get on the floor Tuesday.
Tuesday is Game 1 against the Magic, and not many people are expecting the series to go further than Game 4. So here are the Bucs' first 4 games in the playoffs. And in case you missed it yesterday, Joe Pavelski went crazy on the ice against the Flames. The former Badger scored not once, not twice, but 3 times, including a goal with 11.9 seconds left in the game to send it into overtime, where the Stars would eventually win it. With the hat trick, Pavelski has now scored 53 playoff goals in his career. So how
impressive.
About that? Yeah. 3 goals. You can't even score 1.
You can't even get on the ice. And Dana's here with the final check of the forecast.
Dry weather over the next few days. Mostly sunny skies tomorrow with high temperatures in the upper 70s. For Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we stay near 80 degrees, becoming just a little bit above average closer to Friday. Our next chance for showers will develop late Friday night into Saturday. So the first half of the weekend, we have a chance for showers and thunderstorms. But the second half of the weekend, that sunshine comes back in. Another chance for showers and thunderstorms developing on Monday. As we look ahead to next week, it continues to seem quite likely that the dry trend continues on, though temperatures will be back in the 70s for afternoon highs.
All right, Dana, thanks. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Have a great evening. We'll see you at 10.